we got the Clever Dog Wi-Fi camera. I will leave links and information in the description below. First we're going to power up the camera. Here I'm using a little power bank just to give myself power, which is all it needs to run this camera. You can plug into a mains, but I find this way easier and more portable. Go on the App Store and download the Clever Dog app. Then click on sign up, then enter your email address and type in a password. Click OK and allow. Scroll to the bottom of this section and press I agree. Now press the plus symbol in the bottom right corner, then click the camera icon in top left and top left again, and then allow whilst using app. Here you're looking for a blue flashing light on the camera. Once it's powered up, say OK. Check your camera and then click on yes. Here you need to make sure the location's on. Click on the left connected. Then you'll get to this page where your password is 8 times. You'll go onto your settings on your Wi-Fi, click on the dog W1 and then type in the 1111111 8 times. Press join. Now we're connected, go back to the app and carry on following the steps. Click next. Here you can put in your device name. On Wi-Fi, click on the little tick on the right hand side. It'll then display all the Wi-Fi's around your area. Click on your Wi-Fi router and put in your password for the router. Click next and you'll come to this page. With this camera you can only have one user at a time. By setting this up, I'm the only one that can use this camera. If you're looking for a camera where multiple people can connect to, check out my other videos where we have other cameras where you can have multiple users. Now we're all set up and we can use the camera, move it where we need to. Here we just test it's working. If we click on the square image, we can then turn our phone horizontal, making a bigger picture. If you touch the screen, you'll have the display come up where you can click on the microphone, change the sound, or by clicking on the camera icon you'll take a photo of the image. Let's have a quick look at the settings just so you have an idea of what that looks like. And here's the options displayed underneath the camera. So here I'm just using a small power bank, means I can use this camera anywhere around the house. I can just carry it around. It's easy to set up and I don't have to be near a power socket. Or if you want to use a power socket and you're far away from the power socket, you can use this extendable cable. I think this gives you another 5 meters length. This just gives you a few different options on how to power the camera itself. The camera is low voltage, it's very lightweight, easy to carry, easy to mount. Here you can use a main power plug if you wish. On the back you'll see the speaker, micro USB for charging and a push button to release the bracket. Here you can tilt the bracket in many different directions. You can mount the bracket accordingly to depending on which way you want the camera to face. To screw the back plate onto a surface, you just remove this section by unscrewing it. Pop off the plastic cover. Now you can see the back plate has holes ready for you to screw to a surface. You don't have to screw this, you could also use double-sided sticky tape. This camera is very lightweight and double-sided sticky tape will be perfectly fine. Now we've got an SD card. I'd probably recommend a 32GB micro SD card. This is just the micro SD card I'm using in an example. You simply push and it clicks into place, and same to remove. Here all the footage will be saved onto the SD card and you can place it into a PC or laptop to look at. Now let's go try the camera out in different locations. You can also stretch out the image with your fingers, zooming in on the camera. Thanks for watching. I'll leave links and information in the description below. I'll see you on the next one.